We've all seen the videos online, all over social media, but has the new trend of filming the police and putting the videos on YouTube helped stop aggressive policing, or is it actually making the matter worse and making us less safe? Well, chiefs of some of the nation's biggest police departments are saying officers in American cities have pulled back and have stopped policing as aggressively as they used to, fearing that they could be the subject of the next viral video on YouTube where everyone is cop bashing and getting that, trying to get that cop fired. Now, that was actually the unifying, and I might add, controversial theory that was reached on Wednesday in a private meeting of more than 100 of the nation's top law enforcement officers as well as politicians. We saw mayors, police chiefs, U.S. attorneys, even the FBI director, James Comey, he was there. They all gathered in Washington to talk about why no one knows the reason that homicides are skyrocketing in a lot of the cities in America. No one really knows why, and they're attributing it to this, what they call the YouTube effect, where police aren't as effective because they're scared of being in these viral videos. Yeah, I see them all the time, right? I hate these videos where you see the officer come up and he's nice and the person's like, I know my rights. I'm not going to put down my window. They're just being
someone
dicks.
Going now to get the cops.
Exactly.
I think it's wrong. I don't think that's the
I think it's wrong too.
Thing.
But at the same time, I also kind of think it's wrong to attribute such a big problem to that.
I think it's reductionist. I think it's very narrow-minded to say yes, because now we have civil policing of the police. Then our police members are not as empowered to do their job because they fear, like you said, either public shame or lawsuit against them for excessive use of force. But it definitely has bring attention to the issue that we need to look at the use of force while policing. Now, it's very easy to blame the YouTube effect to a rise on homicides that can come from many different reasons, depending on different states and different cities. It's very easy for them and very convenient to just kind of sweep it under the rug and say, well, we can just all attribute it to the fact that now the civilians are a little more savvy about their rights and a little more savvy about the fact that if there's proof of what happened, then that can be used in a court of law.
True, but Rahm Emanuel, the mayor of Chicago, he came out and said, we've allowed our police department to get fetal, and it's having a direct consequence. I mean, he's standing by his words here. I mean, it makes sense, but at the same time, look, this is what I think is happening. I think a police officer is less likely to roll up on a group of guys that are like maybe loitering on the corner. They don't even want to deal with it. I get what they're saying. It makes some sense. But at the same time, we can't say that we have to stop filming the police. I think that's the worst thing we can do at this time, because without people filming the police, we wouldn't hear about stories. With the Walter Scotts, the Eric Garners, right? The police are probably less inclined now to shoot a man in the back as he's running away, or put a man in a chokehold when he's screaming, I can't breathe.
And I think it's contradictory to the fact that many police departments around the country are actually instituting the use of body cams through the whole police department. So the fact that now this is going to be documented either by civilians or by the police departments, all those videos can be accessed through a Freedom of Information Act request. So it's kind of a PR, for me, it's only kind of an outside perspective that they're putting out as a headline for people to kind of have this idea that maybe it's not such a good idea to record the police on their duty. But I think it's proven that has broken stories that needed to be known, that otherwise if someone was not there filming it, we wouldn't know about it.
Yeah, totally. Chuck Wexler, who's a former top officer in Boston, he went as far as to say that this was the single biggest problem.
For law enforcement?
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's why homicide is skyrocketing, because we're filming the police. I mean, I think they have a bit of a point, but I think they're wrong in saying that that is the sole factor here. But we want to know what you guys have to say in the comments below. What do you think about the YouTube effect and people posting these videos of just being dicks about officers? Also, what do you think about people filming officers in the case of Walter Scott or Eric Garner, where we see aggressive, brutal police brutality and for absolutely no reason? So let us know in the comments below. And if you guys haven't already, please subscribe to the Lip TV 2 for more.